Hey there everybody, welcome back to FinBear channel. This is my review of Gran Tierra Energy, GTE. This is a stock that I do have a few shares in. I purchased them back in January, I believe. And I've kind of just been watching and just sitting and watching. It has gone up, it's gone down. This is a long hold. This is a Colombian oil company. Colombia is dealing with a few blockades and some issues going on, but to my knowledge, most of those blockades are not in GTE operating areas. There has been some interesting news recently that insider ownership has gone from 10.6%, I believe, to 1.6. That is concerning on a fundamental side. However, this is not a short-term hold for me. I might see price drop down a little bit just based off the fundamentals of that. But overall, year over year, I am bullish, and I'm just going to hold on to these hopefully years and see what happens and just buy a few more. I originally got into this stock because I didn't know much about stocks. Most of my trading experience prior to that was Forex, which I did pretty well in. And then I also have my crypto that I do really well in. And I really want to get into stocks because I think stocks has a different speed and flow to it that definitely complements my trade psychology. It's not as fast paced as Forex can be, and I need my sleep at night, and Forex is all night because it's a global situation. But anyhow, I digress. But that's why I got into Gran Tierra. I did not have a lot of money. Yes, of course, I wanted Tesla, I wanted Apple, I wanted Microsoft, but I couldn't afford a full share. And back then, well, now in January I knew better, but a few years ago when I started buying these smaller things, I didn't know that you could buy a partial share of those things. So I was buying these smaller ones. And the way that my mind worked was, okay, if I have $100 and I buy, $101 shares of a company, that should make me more money in essence than one stock that's $100. Because if that one stock that's $100 goes up a dollar, I make a dollar. If those 100 shares of one stock that I got go up a dollar, I make $100. And I think that's what the big appeal is of these small cap companies. At the same time, it makes them a huge target against hedge funds and institutions and short sellers, both retail short sellers and institutional ones like hedge funds, because they know that, retail investors that are trying to get, make the big money and don't know any better, we are going into these trades. And sometimes our trade psychology is not set up enough to be able to handle that price is going to swing. It's going to swing a lot, but you got to remember, you don't take a loss until you close the position. And this is a good example of that for me. So anyhow, let's look at the technicals on this. As you can see here, we had a good run up, and this is the daily candle chart. Because it's a long-term hold, I don't look at anything smaller than the daily candles for the stock. But as you can see, we had a good run up for the past, since November. We are seeing, we had a decline here, obviously. But now that gas and oil are starting to rebound price-wise, I think that we're going to see some good action here for GTE. We have entered a channel. But if you see here slightly, ever so slightly, we now have a new higher low, which means that we could have a reversal happening here. Price action, if I can zoom in, let me see here so you can see it. Okay, so as you can see here, we've got a strong line here of resistance. If we can cross over that, then I have a feeling that we're going to be breaking out and creating a new recent high, new higher high to beat this out right here. That will be, let me see here, 82 cents. However, we are touching the tip of this Bollinger Band, and sometimes in the market, it has good memory. I'll repeat it over and over again, and it has certain confines that it sticks to. Typically, when we hit the limits of these Bollinger Bands, it will either have a breakout where it will continue up, or it's going to hit that, maybe touch above it and then wick down and possibly come back down to this red line or down here, because that's what we're seeing right here in a channel. And we might be in a channel because it's not always going to be, line, 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 line. It's going to be a little bit more fluid. So this is where we're going to find out what's going to happen. I don't know if those shares going from the insiders being sold, if that's going to make us bounce off that Bollinger Band back down again to continue the channel. It might even be a shallow channel. The channel might, get go like this. And I'm okay with that because the more pressure we put in that channel, we're probably going to bounce up, which I am all for sprinting. So we will see. That's what I have. RSI is at 62% or 62. That's good. That shows that we do have some bullish momentum happening. As you can see, it's a higher high versus the previous high, which is definitely a reversal from this because here we had a downtrend. With the RSI, and now we see that reversal, which means this could have been that reversal which we're talking about, where this is higher than this previous high. And the low here on the RSI, as you see here, is higher than the previous low, just like here in the price action. That has me excited. The stock here, if I can get this to disappear, the stock here is showing, stock, I always say it wrong. It's a stochastic oscillator. Say that a million times. But I do see that it wants to cross. Let me see what it says here. It's 89.11, 85.40. We actually have a little bit more room. It may not cross the next candle. Typically, that's a good signal when it crosses that we're going to go from bullish to bearish or bearish to bullish. It's a good indicator for that when it marries and matches with the RSI and the price action. Volume for today was lower than the average volume. So we don't have a lot of volume going on. If we do see a kicker in that volume tomorrow, then we do have a chance to definitely break those lines and hopefully be on the way to a new higher high. I hope this was very helpful for you guys, informational. Please let me know if there's anything you would like me to cover in more detail. Please let me know if you know anything about Gran Tierra energy that I might not know or others might need to know. We're definitely welcome and open to as much information as possible. We got to work together here so we can make money and provide generational wealth for our families and just get out of whatever situation is that we are in that brought us to invest in the first place. So that's it. Please hit a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Please subscribe as well and share with your friends. I'm sure there are people out there who want to learn just like we do, and let's all get together and build a community here. I think we can do amazing things. So that's it. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.